Hurricane Sandy is expected to cause as much as $10 billion in insured losses. Our top story comes out of Macomb, where police say several men are behind bars facing charges in connection with 2 weekend burglaries. If you're looking for something to do tomorrow, Western Illinois chapter of NAACP has you covered. Getting into the spirit of Christmas, the Holiday Festival of Choirs is back. This year's elections were exciting and came down to the wire, but some voters are just happy that it's all over with.
Epitome Pitbull Rescue even has a Facebook page.
Behind me is the Macomb Public Library Annex. Giving blood is not only a great way to help out your community, but also find out a little bit about yourself.
This year on Saturday night, they featured Bria Skonberg.
I'm Chris Lovingood.
And for Gabriel McDonough, I'm Jessica Adduci. We'll see you here next Thursday. Have a great weekend. The ongoing battle to keep Amtrak in Macomb has been won. In October of 2011, there was a possibility that the Amtrak service between Chicago and Quincy could be eliminated. This would make it a challenge for students to get to and from the university and could possibly have caused enrollment issues.
There are a good number of college students here attending classes at Western that would not be here if they didn't have access to an economical way to get back and forth to their homes.
Every year, Amtrak has to fight to keep traveling through Macomb. 2011 brought the annual scare, but 2012 has brought some hopeful changes.
There's been some discussion about expanding the route down into Hannibal, Missouri, which would be a logical tourist destination for some folks in the Chicago area, would increase ridership that way, and maybe increase, over the long term, the likelihood of maybe increasing the frequency of the train trips.
Although it's been an ongoing battle, Amtrak has managed to keep running here in Macomb. This year, $1.52 billion has been funded to Macomb's Amtrak for new things such as equipment and tracks. The mayor said that there is not an immediate threat to the funding of Amtrak, but a possible reduction in service. If Macomb's Amtrak was reduced to just one train, many would be left without a way home. Too many residents take the train. The mayor hopes for one more train sometime in the future. As for 2012, Macomb's Amtrak is here to stay. For Live at 4, I'm Jessica Adduci.
The annual Miss Macomb pageant took place for the 55th year in a row Sunday night, and as always, finished off with a new lady representing for the upcoming year. 14 women took the stage in Feldheimer Auditorium at Macomb High School in hopes of leaving with the crown. For the pageant, the ladies were required to perform a talent, complete a swimsuit portion of the pageant, and also an evening wear portion where they answered a question. Along with their onstage performances, the 6 judges for the pageant also interviewed the 14 ladies Sunday morning about their platform if they were to win the title as Miss Macomb. After much dancing, singing, and parading on stage, it was time for the judges to decide. While tallying up all the votes, 2013 pageant winner Rainey Lasley gave a heartfelt speech about her past year as Miss Macomb before passing on her position. Before presenting the winner, 2 semi-finalists and a winner were presented with awards for a Best Written Essay. Samantha Scacinoci won this award and left with a trophy and a $250 scholarship from Altrusa. This year, at the 55th annual Miss Macomb pageant, the winner will not only leave with the title of Miss Macomb, but also a $5,000 scholarship.
The Miss Macomb 2014 and the winner of a $5,000 scholarship is Lauren Martin.
Lauren Ashley Martin was crowned Miss Macomb and will hold this position until next year. Just behind her was Emily Thomas as first runner-up and Rachel Wirt coming in as second runner-up.
It's an exciting feeling. I didn't expect to be crowned Miss Macomb because there was a lot of girls with pageant experience walking through here, so it's exciting.
Sponsored by Citizens Bank, Lauren has a busy year ahead of her, taking on the position as Miss Macomb and hopefully moving on to be named the next Miss Illinois. Until next year, for Live at 4, I'm Jessica Adduci. The Macomb Public Library will soon begin renovations after reaching their goal of $800,000 with the Campaign for the Future. The library was able to get 75% of their grant from the state and recently received their money. Dennis Stankowski, coordinator of the library, spoke with me about the plans for the money and the future of the public library.
And our low bidder was Vanguard Construction Company, and they're out of Pekin, Illinois. And they have set up a meeting sometime next week with us, and we're going to discuss what our next step is.
The library has already begun clearing out the books in the adult services section and are relocating all of it for the renovations.
Behind me is the Macomb Public Library Annex, located across the street from the Macomb Library. Once renovations start, this is where the public will come to get their books for the next 6 months to a year until they are finished.
Not only will they be restoring the library, but they will be making it larger and more accessible to the public.
We're going to have more room for books, more room for technology, computer labs. We're going to have a meeting room. We're going to have improved ADA, which is wheelchair accessible.
The last time the library saw any kind of renovations was in 1999. This is when they installed an elevator and a ramp at the front entrance for handicap. This year, the library will receive $3.2 million worth of renovations. For more updates on the progress of the library, the public can go to macomb.lib.il.us. Not only will they have updates, they will be able to watch a live video cam of what's going on inside of the library. For News 3, I'm Jessica Adduci.